Huh?
There's a lot of bad ones.
Yeah.
Sometimes you
there's
just be a
the
negative example. Like,
there is
don't be this guy.
there is the non-existent Pokemon dad.
Yeah.
Never been seen, never been captured on camera or referred to.
There's a dad here in this game.
Yeah, the Pirate Lord.
Yeah, good old Flameheart. He's a good dad.
Yeah.
Well, there's two dads. There's two dads who are like, their dadhood is a plot point.
That King Gransom figurehead's pretty sick.
Yeah. Let's see.
There we go. Rejoin it. Congrats, DJ, on getting a new laptop, man. Congrats. I'm on my way in right now, Colin.
Sweet.
Wolfrey Call. There you are. What's the first game you're gonna play, DJ? Doom?
Does it run Doom?
Does it run Doom?
EVE Online.
Eve. Oh god, it doesn't run Eve. Nothing runs Eve.
Get Dwarf Fortress now that it's actually not alpha anymore.
Dude, I thought it's pretty funny how many people bought Dwarf Fortress. Like, this game's been free forever, right?
Bro, let me tell you something. As somebody who has played Dwarf Fortress for 10 years, I bought that shit 5 minutes after it came out.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Is it just that much better than the original?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like the fact that they actually did a GUI.
It was always kind of fun to fuck around with and fun to play, but like the fact that it was so hard to navigate the UI and just like literally half the game or more was figuring out how the fuck to play it. And like that's not actually that fun.
Yeah, that's not fun in anything.
Well, it's not, it can be some things can make it interesting, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a really extreme case.
Do we want a storage crate?
Sure, yeah. Okay. So yeah, don't get it twisted. Like I definitely have known that Dwarf Fortress was free and enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And then when it came out for $30 with an actual UI, I was like, oh shit, yes, please God. Because it's a good game. It's fun. I love colony sims. And
yeah.
Dwarf Fortress is like the original. Dwarf Fortress invented colony sims.
Yeah, it's the ultimate colony sim, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess you could think there's pre-Dwarf Fortress colony sims and there's post-Dwarf Fortress. Because you could take stuff pre-Dwarf Fortress and talk about
how close
Dungeon Master, SimCity, stuff like that. Generally, I think a colony sim is understood to be like you can see individual citizens, but you don't control individual citizens.
Gotcha. Yeah,
that's the level a colony sim is at, and so yeah, like RimWorld. Honestly, Dwarf Fortress is not better than RimWorld, even though it was the direct inspiration. RimWorld is just really, really good.
Right on. Hey man, thanks for the like.
The one thing,
appreciate it, bro.
One thing that Dwarf Fortress crushes RimWorld on is that Dwarf Fortress has a Z-axis, so you can like dig down and like just make all kinds of levels, And on RimWorld, you're just like stuck on ground level.
Gotcha.
But they're both good. I like them both.
Yeah, I never really got into Dwarf Fortress. I know it's been hyped for a long time. I knew a lot of people who played it. I just never jumped in.
Dude,
good.
It was for autists. It's for autists and sadists, man. It was not a fun game to play. It was not. And anybody who liked to brag about how hard they got into it, like, was just fucking clout.
Gotcha.
Just like, oh, it's such a hard game, and I love it so. I mean, the stuff is there. It has enjoyable systems, but like, Just literally, it's like a kick in the teeth trying
Gotcha.
to like learn the UI and navigate it.
Rico has joined the stream. He's currently behind my monitor staring at me.
Oh,
He likes
watch my language.
yeah. He likes to sit behind my my vertical monitor and just have his paw out so he can swipe occasionally from time to time at my mouse.
All right, I'm gonna start the adventure. If y'all can come over here.
Yeah, let me drop this storage crate for now. Alright, let's do it.
Unless you guys just want to fuck around until John gets here or something.
I mean, do we want to wait for John? I mean, it shouldn't be that long.
Can he join the thing in progress?
He definitely can. He just might miss out like the early, like whatever early milestone for starting the quest there is.
You're cool. Doesn't matter to me. I think I've definitely missed out some of these
You can
quests.
you can come back and start it. That part's the part you can come back and start yourself. So
Yeah.
Nobody really cares.
What is it, Rico? I see a little kitty pad. Yeah.
Good.
Why does it say y'all aren't here? Oh, here we go.
Madame Olivia is looking for pirates to help her with a problem.
What a problem.
But she wants to keep things private. She represents
She told you about it.
Yeah.
The person who stands at the tavern talking to literally every person that walks
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
I'm sure she'll be grateful.
Plunder outpost. Go to Plunder Outpost. So DJ, I can play Phasmophobia on VR. Cool, man. That game on VR is lovely.
Right.
Super lovely.
That's one of the
Alright.
survival horror games, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not,
It's
well, not in the same way Resident Evil is.
yeah, it's more of a mystery style, like, hey, you have to figure out what's, you know.
It's like a co-op. It's co-op, right?
Yeah. Up to four
And
people.
it's like finding the clues,
Mhm.
sort of.
Using the tools to find out which ghost you're currently hunting, and also while avoiding said ghost, because each ghost does different things to kill you.
Did you see the update for Among Us, where somebody's just the alien, just runs around chomping people's heads?
No, I didn't see that. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I hadn't fucked with. They already added a new class to Among Us since last time I played, where it's like you can. What is it that you could do? You could like disguise yourself as other people or something.
No, I mean Among Us at this point now. They got Among Us VR, so I haven't jumped back into that. Let's get moving here. Yeah, currently pending a lot of stuff. Trying not to spend a ton of money.
Which way is Plundar?
Drop sales.
South, just straight south.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah, pretty straight south for a while.
We'll see, man. Maybe just hit me up. Maybe we'll play Faz. I have it. I don't know about playing it on VR, but I might play it normally. I've had some pretty funny Faz games. Lupe, she's like top tier Phasmophobia player.
He's like top 2% in the world.
Yeah, like top 1%. Like she's like level 7,000 or something. Oh man. John was gonna tell us about something, right? He said that he was gonna save it for.
He was gonna tell us about this person he ended up at lunch with, who's like a non-true believer.
Oh yeah.
Which I mean, I believe that John was horrified. I believe that he had a horrific experience. But I also don't think there's anything that's gonna say that's gonna be that like surprising. It's like,
That's
like, oh,
true.
this is just an alpha douchebag, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. And then he climbed up into. He climbed up a staircase of bones into his Tesla.
Oh man.
Man, if I had bought a Tesla, like, say, like 4 or 5 years ago, I would be feeling really fucking
Oh,
embarrassed
dude,
right now.
dude, 100%, bro. Like, I feel like
I would be trying to sell that shit and get a Mustang so hard.
yeah, dude, like, talk about dodging a bullet, right? It's like, oh god, Jesus Christ. Like, when I see,
like, not just the personality thing too.
Yeah.
Either, right? They're trash. They're trash.
no, yeah, no, dude. It's just the problem is you see one on the road now, and you're like, ew. Like, it has 100% to do with it's the person behind it, and it's like he didn't create this car. It has nothing to actually do with the actual concept and engineering and anything else other than the fact that he fucking bankrolled it, and it just completely has ruined that brand's image. I see that car and I'm like, yeah, I don't want anything to do with that.
Would never.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, other electric cars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, the Rivians, I see a lot of those here in La Jolla. They're really nice.
The trucks?
Yeah.
I see shit tons of Teslas, but
Yeah.
I can't really spot the other electrics that well.
Why are you confused, DJ? Why are you confused? Primary. Oh, we see here. We got a Sleepy Boy. Right now, we're just
Still too
cruising
far
around,
off.
DJ. Right now, we're doing a quest, adventure. John should be here in a moment. We're gonna knock that out, and then probably, maybe, kill some scrubs. Too bad we can't. Too bad we can't do DMZ with 4 people. That was pretty fun that other night.
Is it 3 people teams?
Yeah.
3-person teams. What is it? Is it Battle Royale?
John does not have a Tesla. John definitely doesn't have a Tesla.
It's kind of battle royale in the sense that, like, you're
No.
up against some dudes in a shrinking zone, but you have theoretically quests that don't involve just murdering everybody else in the zone.
So it's PvPvE.
Yeah, to me, I consider it Tarkov light. So it definitely has the level of, like, you're looting, you're finding stuff, you have missions to do on the map, and other teams are doing their missions too, and you can run into them. Oh, we definitely ran into people, and hilarity ensued. But for the most part, it's, you know, you're doing your mission and you get your loot and you can extract with whatever you find and, you know, come back and play with it.
Cool. So it has equipment upgrades and stuff that stick with you.
Yes, exactly. Guns stay with you.
Like that.
Yeah. Assuming you live to extract.
Yeah.
Otherwise you
Lose it.
die and get rando equipment.
Yeah, but the guns you have on there, so say you've never played Call of Duty, right? And you know how you have to level guns and stuff like that.
Yeah, let's just say.
Yeah.
I've never.
Yeah,
played Call of
well, if you unlock those guns in the DMZ mode, they get unlocked for all your characters, so you can use those no matter what. So that's kind of nice. It makes it, like, simpler. If you have a specific gun you're looking for to use, you can just do that. Why are we talking about Teslas, DJ? Oh, because John hung out with somebody who is a hardcore Elon guy. That's all. And he had a story he wanted to share with us. That's all. John was really good at Warzone the other night. When we were playing, John was excellent at Warzone on DMZ.
Oh yeah, man. I think John's a better FPS player than I am.
Like he did, like, there was a couple times where me and Matt were straight dead, and he came back and saved us.
Just the fact that John can enjoy himself at Valorant at all.
That's true. That's true.
tells me he's better at shooting heads than I am.
Yeah. No, there was a couple times where we were, like, straight dead, and John saved our asses. Like, I was like, damn, good job, John. No, he's fine, man. The thing is, a Warzone, which, you know, Warzone is the actual battle royale. Warzone has a very particular meta, and it's you have to play it a specific way. It's the same thing with PUBG. Like, I play PUBG a specific way, and it works for me. Like, I can win very easily. I don't have that same.
And it is hide, Hide in some basement to the last guy and hope you get the drop on.
Right. I do want to try Fortnite with the new update. The new update looks amazing. The graphic overhaul.
Graphics.
Yeah, is this where we're going right here? No, that's Steven spoils.
Yeah, no. Also, there's no reaps on the map.
Cool. It's another thing too is DMZ kind of takes away a little bit of that PvP aspect. Sure, that still happens, but it does take away a little bit of that. Like, it was pretty funny though. Like, me, Matt, and John were goofing around with the, like, what was it, the rocket launcher, the SAM site or whatever. It was blowing stuff up, and we got because of it, it made a chopper blow up and dropped a bunch of loot. So we went and got the loot, but as we walked by, someone was trying to extract. And I saw them get on the helicopter to extract, but the way DMZ works is once you get in the helicopter, you're not done. Like, you have to fly out. And it does it automatically for you, though. Well, I got on the helicopter behind them, and they didn't know I was in the helicopter with them. And it was hilarious.
Yeah, like, we see the helicopter get off, and all of a sudden he's like, oh, shit. And then we see bodies fall out, and then he jumps out.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Right. The graphic overhaul was in Fortnite, man. They updated all of Fortnite's graphics. Oh, you're hitting up John to play. DJ's showing me proof that John says he sucks at Warzone.
I mean, I don't believe he's like tops at, among Warzone players. I just know he's better than me.
Yeah, John definitely doesn't think of himself being very good. By the way, because he same thing with Fortnite and or Valorant. He'll be the first to tell you how, like, he's like, yeah, I'm not very good. I'm like, dude, who cares?
Man, John and I went chicken dinner the first round of Fortnite we played together.
Nice.
Of course,
oh my god.
Still.
You got it though. You got that chicken dinner. Oh, they got Doomslayer in Fortnite now. Nice. You can rip and tear in Fortnite. They need to add the shotgun though. If they had the shotgun
versus the Ariana Grande.
Oh god, yeah, exactly. Rip and tear. All right.
Forget, not John Wick and Spider-Mans and Harley.
Well, there's John Wick and not John Wick.
Yeah, it's true. Don't forget that there's...
Because they added non-John Wick, and then they actually got the money to pay for real John Wick.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, shit, we don't see a problem here.
Yeah. Boop. Alright, I'm gonna loot this stuff. And who are we talking to here?
Order of Souls.
Order of Souls lady.
Gotcha, I'm gonna loot the barrels while we're doing this. His glider is a cacodemon. Nice.
That's hot.
Super hot. I mean, I have all the Dragon Ball skins. I got them all, and I'll probably never play the game again. Until they come out with some other skins, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta get it.
I didn't really get on collecting like the Marvel skins, so I'm just like, fuck it. I can't.
Dude,
I didn't get Wolverine. I'm not gonna.
I have a version of Wolverine, but I hear you, dude.
Like, those are probably the ones that I would have been like, oh yeah, let me get all the Marvel skins. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna use No, I definitely hear you. But it's the same thing about Marvel Snap, man. Now that I like how fast they did the actual season, it completely ruined it for me. Like, I don't want to play it.
It's all too fast. It's all too fast, man. Like, freaking.
I'll say this about Halo.
Marvel.
The reason I like Halo Infinite's Battle Pass is the fact that it doesn't end.
They just stick around. Yeah, it's nice. They. I mean, Halo Infinite still has plenty of FOMO shit.
Yeah.
Like, plenty of like cosmetics and stuff that are limited time. So that's like still kind of annoying, but
yeah, I hear you. But it's to me that's better. All right, I'm coming over right now. All right, here, go.
Another guest. wish that I could welcome you under more auspicious
We should
circumstances.
pull up where
As
the
you can
journals
see, I
are.
already have company. For Tasha
They're all
is
in the wilds, I
providing me
think.
a most vexing problem. It's all right. You must show them the truth.
I don't know how it happened, but it's getting worse.
An insidious skeleton curse. Even in death, Captain Briggs's recklessness.
Old
and
Faithful,
danger
Marauder's
are
Arch,
these
Crooked Mass, Kraken's Fall.
foolhardy
Cool.
adventures she bequeathed you.
Eight
Brixie wouldn't.
books. Dang.
She was always kind
Too
to
many,
me.
child.
She wanted to help me be a pirate.
And yet she too succumbed to the same curse before ever finding the cure she sought. Still, her quest...
Oh, DJ, if you have not looked at the pet pictures in the channel, I highly suggest checking out the pet pictures in our Discord.
Lots of trinkets and knickknacks to find. It's all in here.
Briggs's memories may hold the key to curing Tasha, but her skull has been drained of its knowledge.
Same girl, same.
Using her belongings, however, I may yet be able to glean some insight. Tasha is in no condition to make the journey. You must complete this treasure hunt on her behalf. But knowing Brixie, this will be no simple game. I urge you to be cautious and wish you luck.
And wish. Whoa.
Lessons on becoming an island what?
An adventurer.
No. They may add the original Slayer skin. As an AKA Doom guy.
Like old-timey pixelated.
Old-timey Doom guy.
No, he just has a different outfit than the modern one. But more
yeah.
simple.
Yeah, it's more and very green and gray.
History, go to this place, bunch of X's.
What up, John?
Hey
That
guys.
looks like Crooked Mass, the first one.
What's good? What's good?
Not too much. I'd imagine there's probably an update.
Nope, not from last time.
It was like Tuesday or something.
Oh, it's Tuesday.
I think
Rico
lesson one is Crooked Mass.
Rico's passed out.
Nice.
He's a sleepy boy. Well, after all the picture taken, he was like, I'm done.
Yeah, that is really cool. I'm really excited for you guys.
Thanks, man. It'll be interesting.
Okay, so the compass is gonna take us to where some missing pages for this journal are.
I guess that picture doesn't really explain that we know the gender, I guess, either.
No, it does not.
okay.
I assumed you did not know.
We definitely know.
Or you would not be telling.
No, it's a boy.
It's a boy.
Yep. Yeah, we already did the gender reveal. We did a small little gender reveal with the family already, so.
Should I congratulate you for not burning down Southern California?
Yes,
or
yes.
chide you for not burning down because
Yeah.
you did it wrong.
Yeah, that's
Good
true.
job, Jason. Good job.
Yeah. No, we did not have any explosive fireworks. We had some. We had a friend find out before us, and she made cupcakes, so we found out that way. My mother-in-law bet it was a girl, and I said it was a boy. We had $500 riding on it.
Holy shit, man. You gotta dial that back.
$500, Jesus.
No, I told her. I was like, she's like, oh no. And I was like, I'm just not, I wasn't gonna make you pay anything.
It's Kraken's Fall.
All right, we ready?
Yeah, I think we're just supposed to go to the compass, which is
Lessons on Becoming an Adventurer by Captain Brigsby.
north. I'll get on board.
Alright, I got the
Little children, get on board. There's room for many more.
How do you change the freaking page?
E and Q.
My dear Tasha, well done for getting this far. I can see that one day you will be a fine adventurer. My lessons become a bit harder now. To get you ready to fight baddies, I've left you 3 teacher skellies. Beat them and you'll get keys. Keep an eye out though, because they also drop extra clues. Stick them in your book and work them out. They'll lead you to find buried treasure. After such a tough task, I hope you'll like the gifts inside even more. Your friend, Captain Brigsby. Brigsby is so kind. I love the compass. It's so pretty. This is my compass. It will point you where to find the teacher skeletons I left you. I need these keys? Okay then. They are guardian keys that look like this. They unlock the chests I've hidden with gifts in them for you.
John, what are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm getting some supplies.
We're ready to go. Let's go.
Oh, okay. My bad. I'm coming.
Alright, should I keep reading, guys? Lesson 1?
Yeah, I
Alright.
mean, you know, you sounded like you were having a good time.
Great time. Alright, dig into history.
Dig into history.
Part of being a great adventurer is knowing about the past. When you know your history, it might lead you to clues in the present. This lesson will show you how. Tree. Just a bunch of pictures. Brigsby left a few pages all blank and bare. This is where her extra clues go? Yeah, gotta be. Stick them in here, then I can get treasure, yay! But do I really need to fight skellies? Sounds a bit scary, don't know if I can do that. Brigsby went to Golden Shores or something. When she's back, I'll ask her for help. That's a lot of lessons here. Alright. Should we go to lesson 2?
Yeah, well, we gotta follow the compass, but our ship is stuck.
Okay.
So.
What are we stuck on? Oh, we're stuck on the dock.
The dock, yeah. You guys tell me when you want me to start reading lesson 2, because I mean lesson 2 is...
Yank it.
There it goes. There, we're good. We're clear.
Okay, alright. I'm letting go of the wheel.
Alright. We ready for lesson 2 now?
Yeah.
Alright. Be inspired. Keep an eye on where you are and what's going on. Be inspired by what's around you. Always think like a pirate. Like me. Do that and you'll see what I mean. And you'll learn from fun skelly lessons.
Fun skelly lessons.
I think Brigsby's clues go here for lesson 2. Really need it. Because I don't know where those palm trees is. Lesson 3. Look for landmarks. Pirates need to remember where they left their treasure. X doesn't always mark the spot, Tasha. Sometimes they use things that stand out to help them, like trees or rocks, or even... Go ahead.
Next you're gonna tell me dead men tell tales.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, we've learned that, remember? In Pirate's Life, dead men do tell tales.
My life.
Yeah. Or even Kraken skeletons. Lesson 3 looks really hard and another scary skelly. Brigsby put 9 of her masks on this map, but where do I go? Must I get that extra clue? That's the end of it. That's lesson 3. Alright. I feel enlightened after reading all those scary, skelly clues.
So it looks like first up is crooked masts, maybe? There are 2 journals per island.
The first one we're digging up stuff, right? Ooh.
And of course we are... Oh wait, no, we aren't. We aren't heading straight into the wind. The wind's literally at our backs. Rocket
Yep.
shit.
We've got it.
Yeah, I posted the earlier photos of the baby, where he doesn't look like a an actual baby. He looks more like a fish or a Pac-Man.
Can can I briefly tell you guys some stuff before, while Emma's in the shower?
Yeah, go ahead.
So Emma and I broke up at the beginning of November,
Oh, okay.
and me being extremely good at bad decision making, I made a Tinder profile,
Okay.
and this woman invited me over to her house last weekend for dinner, and it was super fun. It was, lots of it was nothing I've ever done before. Um, but obviously I'm not emotionally ready for any of that.
Mhm.
So she caught on to that and was like, "Yeah, that's one time deal. You're clearly not ready." And da 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 da. So yeah, I don't know. I make bad decisions, man.
What's a bad decision?
I don't know. I just it's like I'm not ready.
Okay,
I gotta
that
just chill
You
for a while.
you know, John, do you know what Dua Lipa says?
What?
You're not gonna get over somebody till you get under somebody.
that just made it. That made it worse, though. I came out of that weekend and I just felt like the worst person on the planet.
Okay, so John, I'll say this. That just means to me that you have at least some sense of right and wrong for yourself, man. I think you have a level of respect for Emma, and that's all you're doing, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I to be honest, man, I give you mad crazy props for that, because not every guy has that.
I appreciate it.
No.
I mean, it just I'm just super bummed right now because I'm like, man, if my timing was better, that might have been an interesting thing to pursue that person.
Okay, well, I mean, everything in life is,
Bad timing.
everything in life is there's a reason and a time for it, man. Don't
Yeah.
don't knock yourself for it, man.
No, yeah, I appreciate it.
I-
That's what I was hoping to hear.
I mean,
Guys.
obviously you're still, still have Emma around, so right.
Yeah, she's still here for I don't know another month or two while she looks for a place.
Okay. Well, I mean that makes it difficult also, because you have
Yeah.
her there. So I just want to say, hey man, don't knock yourself. There's no reason to knock yourself.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Yeah.
it. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, the whole thing just sounds hard. So
Yeah.
the fact that you're like still able to reason through some of these and realize, hey, this isn't working,
Mhm.
and not continuing it, like that's
Oh yeah,
that's a
I mean, that
plus.
was hard.
Yeah.
That was really hard.
And
Kudos to that woman for being
Crooked
like,
Mass to the
"You're
east.
just not ready."
yeah, I mean, yeah. And also know your own worth, John, because hey, dude, you got a really good job. You have a freaking house. You're pretty much set for a lot of things in life. And also, some people either A are going to take advantage of that, so you got to be careful there. But just know your own worth, because when it comes down to it, you kind of you're kind of a catch when it comes to that, bro. Know that.
Thanks. Means a lot.
Right, man. No,
Glad I got you guys.
sure, bro.
Sorry it took me so long to tell you.
Nah,
I
fine.
want to tell you guys on my terms and not have Emma within listening range.
All good, bro. No, I understand. Even though I am streaming.
That's okay. I don't care. There's nobody on streaming who's gonna.
DJ has recorded all of this.
gonna qualms.
It might actually be. I think it might actually be here at Shipwreck.
Should I drop anchor? DJ said he feels bad.
No, it's okay. I'm just depressed, DJ. I'll be all right.
All right, I'm looking for the thing.
Raising it back.
There is stuff on the that other island.
We need to head. We're gonna need to head east from here, so I'm just gonna talk there.
Yeah.
Well, if you ever want to come to San Diego, John, you're more than welcome to come hang out down here.
that might actually be nice.
Yeah.
I'm due for a vacation.
Yeah, man.
So.
All right, yeah, I've got the teacher here. It's got the Briggsy hat.
Cool. All right.
No offense, Colin. It's cold in Seattle right now.
Aw, okay.
It is cold.
I'm
But you
just
know,
kidding.
we can
I'm
cuddle
just
in front of the
kidding.
fire.
Oh.
Spider.
Okay.
We can
Yeah,
you know,
little
go
Atlas weekend.
snowshoeing. We can go to a ski lodge.
Ooh.
That'd be fun.
Hey
Yeah.
man, all of a sudden, I want.
No, John doesn't love us because it's cold here in Oran.
Okay, that's you know what? Fine, fuck it. I'll come see you guys first.
It's for real if you want to come up here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, got a
We just
key.
cleaned up. Actually, you should come this weekend.
We can't come this weekend, but I'm on call this weekend.
So you also had some other stuff to tell us.
Oh
I
yeah.
did have some other stuff to tell you guys. So I leave her place and I come back here, get yelled at by Emma because I'm not a very good liar. I went to my guy John Osmond was visiting from Albuquerque to see his mom in Walnut Creek, and he was like, "Hey, you want to come have lunch with me and some of these old ISP guys that I worked with at the companies I worked at the Bay Area with?"
You putting me, John?
Yeah, where are you? There you are. And I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, what could go wrong? I'm sure these people are all cool.
Awesome.
One of them couldn't make it because it was raining like crazy all weekend, and the guy lives up La Honda Road above Palo Alto, like in the mountains.
Cause someone harpooned me.
And he was just like dealing with landslides. Yeah, I'll get you.
Real quick, are we done here?
I think we're done here, and we need to go to. I think we need to go Crooked Mast.
So all we had to do is kill that skelly. There's no journals here or anything.
Well, it gave us a journal page. I just don't see
So
the
there's,
page added.
okay, so I'm just saying there's nothing in our adventure log that we need to pick up here outside of that.
I don't think
It
so.
says find Brigsby's missing clue page for lesson 1. Locate the third
Look
missing
at the
page.
compass. You make sure you use the compass, and there's nothing else on this island. Because there's 2 journals we need right over here on Crooked Masts.
Yeah.
Let me just read.
The journal or the compass is kind of pointing still towards the island.
Yeah. Go run around.
All right.
God here.
All right, go ahead, Joe. Sorry.
No, it's all good. Yeah. So anyway, that guy can't make it because he's like trying to deal with landslides and flooding on his property. So we just get one of the guys he used to work with. So we meet up at Fremont at the Fremont Internet Exchange. John's hilarious.
Oh, so one sec, John. The guide says go compass. Go to the 3 stops for the compass before we go to the 3 places for the island. Just follow the compass.
The compass is pointing more towards the northwest at the end of the island here. So.
All right.
Go ahead, John.
Right on. Yeah, so he's a hilarious guy. If you guys ever work for entities that peer across the country and exist in Albuquerque, definitely peer with the Albuquerque Internet Exchange if you can.
If I do that, I will.
Harpoon me if someone can.
Yep, I'm going for the harpoon right now, left side.
Thank you.
But yeah, so we drive over to Palo Alto from Fremont. We go to that old town center my dad used to get pizza at every morning on his way to Stanford. And went to this fancy-ass Spanish tapas restaurant. And we start talking to this guy. He's kind of a well-dressed, like, engineering type. His wife's a Spanish woman who's lived in New Mexico her entire life. And they're really cool people. And then he starts talking about his job, and I'm like, holy fuck, like, I've met a true believer. Like, this guy, he starts off with, like, or like we started talking about his job, and he's like, Elon's he's not at all like his public personality. He's not at all like his public personality when you really, when you work with him private. And so John told me that this guy's office is like right outside Elon's at the Tesla office in Palo Alto.
Oh, wow.
Which explains a lot. And so, everything this guy said just confirmed to me that Elon's just a cult leader, basically.
Right.
Like, he's like, Elon would be really annoying if he wasn't just right every time. He's always right. He's always right. Whenever we talk to him, he's just always right. And I'm like, my mouth was like agape.
About
like, what?
what?
Am I
What about
listening?
what is he right about?
Well,
What?
The timelessness of Dave Chappelle's sketch comedy.
yeah, I mean, in my mind, I'm like, okay, so this is this guy's a Python programmer who is just drinking the Kool-Aid, and the Kool-Aid is.
You mean a
Elon.
Python scripter?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, yeah, exactly. But basically, like, you know, you're working on something. Elon enters the chat, makes some extremely vague statement that's so vague that of course it's correct, and then it's like your gospel.
Seems like we need this component to be easier for the users.
Exactly. Like, that's what I'm thinking. He comes into these meetings with this guy, says shit like that, and he's just like, oh my god, Elon's just always right.
Well, like, I mean, I think that we are all smart enough, know-it-all boys enough to know that, like, Elon Musk is somebody who, like, doesn't have any actual engineering knowledge except for what he has heard other engineers in meetings talking to each other about. Which is a dangerous amount of lingo and vocabulary, but like almost zero amount of fucking, like the actual principles of making cars, making websites, making rockets. It's like, why the fuck would I ever? Does anybody? Wait, people actually think he's an engineer on any of those things?
Yeah, it's so weird how many people think that. They're like, oh yeah, he did this. Like, he didn't do
I tell you,
anything.
I am not exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating when I tell you that is literally Tony Stark's fault. It is literally this idea, this mythological, fictional idea we have of like what a CEO of a tech company even would do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a CEO of a tech company has probably never been an engineer. Why would he ever
Yeah.
in this real world? Why would somebody like Tony Stark ever exist? They don't.
Yeah. I mean, if
Like
anything,
just
there'd
that,
be
even
like,
that idea that the CEO is smart at the
Robot.
Sorry, Matt.
no, yeah. Well, the teacher's over here where my corpse is, but generally, like the CEO will have one idea that they know how to implement, successfully implemented it, and realize that they can implement it for other people for money. And so that's what they've done. So they will have old knowledge, not cutting edge knowledge.
Old knowledge of the industry that they came up in, which for Elon is
Being a rich boy.
right. So yeah, it's wild that it's wild that people who are. But you know what, John? Like I mean, no shade to Python programmers.
No. I mean, yeah.
But like when we live in a world where you can get a six-figure salary,
You got a key.
from doing a little Python, standing on the shoulders of giants, that's the same world where that person who's making that figure doing that stuff in Python can be like, Elon's definitely smart. Oh yeah. It's like, wait.
No, absolutely. I mean, you're 100% right.
You would think that because this whole fucking scripting language was made up for you to make six-figure salary with, and you don't really do that much besides Google shit.
Yeah,
But,
exactly.
Okay.
And it's like, we ride in his Model X to go get coffee, and he demos Release Candidate 2 for us, and I'm just like,
What?
You
Release
mean
candidate 2 of a car?
Yeah.
Self-driving?
yeah, he had whatever, and he admits right away, he's like, they don't give you a discount. He's like, I had to pay full price for this. This is a used one. And I'm like, yeah, of course, because that's how that fucking company operates. They hate their employees. No, like, I just kept my mouth shut because I'm not trying to make enemies.
Because like in a real literal way, right? It's like it's a scam, right? There's no margins that you're cutting in half for employees when it's all a scam. It's like, no, dude.
Oh yeah,
No.
exactly.
If you're a Tesla customer, you're one of my rubes. Give me the whole price.
I want to know, like, what his food order was. Was it like, some sort of like crunchy green juiced up thing, or was it like?
Oh no, me and him were eating the same stuff. We were just eating tapas.
Okay.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good. It was like this place, I guess, is in Walnut Creek, and then also some other places.
Jason, you get the key?
Yeah. I got the key. Keys right here on the table.
Yeah, but my friend John hadn't seen this guy in 5 years, so he was excited to see him. But yeah, on the way back to we were going back to the data center so we could do some work and I could get my car, and because he has a router and John has a router at the Fremont Internet Exchange for Albuquerque to peer with. But like in the car, I'm like, yeah, you know, nice guy, but that's the first time I've ever met a true believer. And John's like, yeah, you know, he works right outside Elon's door. I'm like, yeah, that kind of explains it, I guess.
Oh, you know who I talked to today?
Who?
Gamble.
Oh, Jesus.
He just-
Which one?
John.
John. Okay.
How was he doing?
He just hit me up randomly. He goes, "Hey, dude, what's up?" I'm like, "Hey, what's up, man? How's it going?" He goes, "How's everything going?" I'm like, "It's going fine, man." He's like, and then he just started going on. And he's like, "Yeah, you know, I'm starting." He goes, "Yeah, I'm over here, you know, still doing it in Montana. He was starting up my own knock and a new MSP." I was like, "Oh, cool, man. That's awesome.
He had to go back.
That's awesome." He goes, "Yeah, I'm at it," but he immediately took the dig. He's like, "Yeah, you know, I'm at a place that actually, you know, cares about people." Like, okay, gotcha. Got that.
Yeah, this one does, I'm sure.
Yeah, I got
Hey, you know what? You know what?
Watch out
I
for-
hope. Sorry, say that.
I was gonna say, watch out for Krakens. There's nothing in the
yeah.
sky.
Yeah, there's nothing in the sky right now. I
So
wish
this-
the best for him.
Yeah, I know. Same here. I just it was funny.
Montana Knockman.
I wish peace for his troubled mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, you know, there's part of me that feels bad for the guy, that he's just an idiot and he's made poor decisions his whole life.
I mean, the problem is he's not. He's smart. He's smart enough to have made better decisions. Yeah, that's kind of the problem. Yeah.
No, that's fair.
I don't.
But well, on the topic of Insight, I was at the Raceway on Thursday and Friday.
Oh yeah.
Patrick's been giving the new guy a little bit of a hard time. He was talking to me about it. The new guy, he's a 65-year-old named Tim Chase.
Chase.
Got a resume as long as my leg. Just like one of those long timers in the North Bay, but he actually knew shit.
Hey, good night, DJ. Have a good night, bro. Thanks for coming and hanging out, man.
Good night,
What's
DJ.
up, dude?
Here's some fireworks to say goodnight.
Yeah. But yeah, he was a little overwhelmed. I was just trying to like calm him down, not introduce him to too much shit at once.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think they made a good decision.
Cool.
Overall, I just told him like, hey, you know, the big important things are make sure that Charlotte doesn't abandon you like they abandoned me, and make sure that all your users are happy here, because that's what screwed Insight. They stopped caring about the people who work here.
Yeah.
And
That's pretty much universal for Insight.
yeah, exactly. I'm just like, you know, it should be no surprise to them. Like, and they can blame Patrick all they want, but at the end of the day, it's like,
You know what? And you know another thing? Freaking someone else hit me up too. Adam hit me up.
Adam hit you up.
Yeah.
Why?
Just, hey man, what's up? How you doing? How's everything in San Diego? Hey, what's up, Adam?
Your name must have come up.
And he was like, "Hey, dude, do you happen to know anyone in the area that's looking for work?" Like he was trying to get me to recruit people for Insight. I was like, I don't have anybody on the area, bro.
Nobody. Feel
Yeah,
that way
yeah.
now.
No one actually, you know, care about their well-being.
Yeah, I don't hate anybody that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I saw Colin. Colin, did I see you after I went to Patrick's his kid's first birthday party?
I don't know. I
don't think I did. Yeah, he's doing all right, but he's finally over it. He's ready to leave. I'm just like, dude, you missed out because I had 2 open positions. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure something out.
I told you. I don't know if I think I might have told you guys this like 6 months ago or something. I saw Steve Williams up here. He quit.
Yeah, you told me. Yeah, because he's being a stay-at-home dad.
Yeah.
There's a lot of new guys over there, from what Patrick's told me.
I got the skull.
But,
I got the key.
There's a skelly with a barrel behind us.
Oh, thank you, sir. Also got the tea on fresh rumors out of the Twitter mill. Musk
Oh,
is no
yeah.
longer paying rent, reconsidering whether to pay severance, not working with a lawyer, and getting legal help from SpaceX.
Wait, he won't pay for the building?
My guess is it's the standard snafu of like, oh, we changed ownership, we're going to change banks, so we don't have the new bank set up. Oh,
Well, I heard that no
Yeah.
bank wants to touch him right now.
Who?
Yeah.
Does anybody know who owns that building? Because I dealt with those commercial companies for a minute.
Yeah. Almost definitely not Twitter.
Yeah, let's.
Although, it's
Aw,
like that would have been a
DJ.
good thing to do with billions of dollars, But,
Thanks, DJ.
DJ say.
Nah, he went over and gave me his Twitch recap. It says your favorite streamer, El Diablo Gato. Aw, thanks, DJ. That's awesome, bro. I appreciate that. That's really cool. You're a real OG.
Yeah.
oh, and apparently they don't have
Right.
access to their GitHub repos.
Dude, was it you guys who sent me that that long thing of like everything they don't do?
Oh yeah, like the
that
The
was the
bad-
whistleblower thing, or
Yeah, the thing the whistleblower thing, the real whistleblower thing was a bunch of bullshit, but the one I think it was you guys sent one that had a lot better info about like the lack of a lab environment, the lack of an RMM.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. Yeah, that's more interesting than the freaking stupid Twitter bullshit he tried to post out there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean that just boggled my mind because I'm like, even we have that, and like people expect the government to be stupid, but like we have all the things that Twitter doesn't have, like OTA and fucking token-based authentication and fucking lab environments at the yin yang and change tracking, and it just boggles my mind.
I
that
mean,
a place like Twitter didn't have
I
any of that.
I honestly, it may seem ridiculous because the scale is so different, but like Insight burned me so hard on the idea that you could have the resources for that stuff. Like Kaseya, why didn't we have a dev environment for Kaseya? Is it because we didn't have the resources or the infrastructure for it? Hell no, we have
No.
plenty of virtual
Nope.
space. We could have easily had a dev environment for Kaseya. The only reason we did not is because the people running that company don't give a shit about process. And so it may be dumb to think about Insight in terms of Twitter, but I do think about Twitter in terms of being run by a bunch of just entrepreneurial bullshitters who don't actually care about practice. So
And I think I do.
yeah, I mean, I just got burnt so hard on Insight. I'm like, I will never be surprised again at how little a company tries to do IT right, because I know that, if people are like, if the most important person in your company is like, 2FA, fuck that. That's a pain in my ass.
Yep.
Like, there's grown ass men walking around thinking that right now.
Yep.
There's grown ass IT professional men walking around thinking that right now. And if one of your C-level people at your company thinks that, you fuck. You can't really do anything.
Oh, it is
You
one
just
of my
got somebody-
old clients.
You just got somebody with brain worms at the top, and best you can do is try to find another job if that's what's really important to you.
Yeah. So it's so the Twitter building's owned by Shorenstein. And Shorenstein was a client of ours at Montgomery Tech, but they never had us come out to that building, which I think speaks volumes, meaning that they were uninterested in investing any sort of money in that building. Because like at Mont Tech, we were just doing layer 2 networking up and down the building so that they could actually connect their building management and all that shit. So that just tells me that they don't have any modern building management in that building.
So it's old and shitty, and a corporate headquarters for probably one of the most watched shit shows on Earth.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be super surprised if Shorenstein didn't give a shit if Twitter skipped
Is-
a few months.
Is
of work on
there
rent.
but their actual data center's not there. Like that's not where
No.
that's not where their
It's-
in and out is going.
From my research, it seems like their data center stuff is their routers are all in Equinix, just like we are. And that was what was really weird, was they listed as peering with us, which just tells me that they just read the Equinix Internet Exchange list and they just copied it and pasted it into their Aaron registry, which is just lazy. But yeah, I mean, we asked to peer with them 10 years ago, and I think they said no.
We're digging stuff up here, right?
I think so, yeah. And 2 journals.
Journals.
Alright. Yeah.
It's the dig into history. It's a couple things here. All right, I'm gonna go over here.
Cool.
It's like there's 4 spots. And
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
there's
yeah.
like something at one of them. Actually, something at one of them.
Gotcha. Okay. But like, no matter where you're at, and that's the thing that's unfortunate about like all IT now, and even where I'm at, I run into it also. It's like, dude, process is so fucking pain in the ass to get anyone to fucking follow.
Dude,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
because it's our I think so much of it honestly is our industry.
Yeah, it is.
Like it's a bunch of dudes who came up for the most part like we did, like we came up. Our industry is still at a place where like real professional accreditation is almost non-existent.
Yeah,
Right?
definitely, 100%.
And so it's literally just a bunch of fucking slacker video game dudes
Mm-hmm.
who are just like, or no. I mean, that's also mischaracterizing. It's also dudes who learned shit in the '90s when like always online WAN connected like small offices were not the norm.
Yeah.
And like you could just do whatever, and it's like, man, you can't. Oh, it's such a pain. Oh, I can't give local admin. That's such a pain. It's like, man, that is the most basic thing.
Yeah, I
Well,
agree.
How can you still want to do things that way?
Colin, you would have liked this guy Tim, because you know what one of the first things he said to me was?
What?
I was like, so how's it been going so far? He's like, well, I got here and they gave me an account, then they tried to make me domain admin,
Uh-huh.
and he goes, I had to stop him right there. Like, I don't know what the hell.
I found a humble gift.
He's like, the first thing I did was make sure that they made me a separate admin account and took local admin off my personal account for the site. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. He's
Got a journal.
He's a smart guy. He is a 90s kid, though. He was telling me plenty of fucking Nortel stories and shit.
You got a journal? All right. Well, I got a humble gift. I'm putting it by the
This
harpoon.
is. I'm not sure if this is one of the ones we need.
Where's the journal?
Where I'm at.
That's secret. So I think this is. Yeah, I think this is a. Yeah, Warsmith's secret journal. Okay.
Like I
Another one.
recently got into this whole thing with the sea levels at the clinics, and like they don't want to. So we're trying to get MFA on VPN. I got that done super fast. So by the way, I got the chest. So I'm like, okay, no problem. I can get this MFA. We have Azure MFA. I can link that into our Radius NPS server. No problem. I'll have it done by the end of the day. So I get it dialed in, and then it turns into, like, I give it to the sea levels, and all of a sudden they're like, no, it's not going to work. And I'm like, okay. They're like, yeah, we're going to rip out all the firewalls, and we're just going to switch this stuff because this isn't going to work. I'm like, hold on. What the hell are you guys talking about? You guys are kind of jumping the gun here on me. What's happening?
I'm at the second journal.
Okay, and ended up coming down to it's like, well, they're talking about losing insurance, internet security insurance,
Right.
and that's like $10 million, and they're focused more on that. I'm like, dude, I
would be twisting that knob on them. I'd be like, I'm gonna fucking talk to your insurance company if you don't put an FA on.
yeah, oh yeah, well no, so the thing is though. That's fine. I have no problem with MFA. I want it, right? That was never the issue, but it's just a point of it was all the point of they wanted it their way. In the terms of it, it ended up becoming a very bullshit version of it. They're like, oh yeah, we don't want to have people install applications on their phones, so we are gonna have you. We're gonna make it so it's not SMS. It has to be phone calls for MFA. And I'm like, dude, that's like the least secure version of MFA, to have people just have a phone call come in and provide you a phone, like a code. It's super easy to freaking spoof that. And it has
The whole SIM business too.
Yep. So it's insanely bad. So I was like, dude, I'm like trying to explain that to him, and it's like, no, we're gonna do it this way. But it's all limitation based on, well, we just don't want them to install an app on their phone. Like, whatever, fine.
Hey, guess what? You can install a two-factor app on your on your desktop.
Yeah, I know. I tried everything. It's not. It wasn't worth my fight at that point. It's like they had their way. They were going to do it. They were either going to do that or they're going to rip out all my firewalls. And I was like, okay. Which I might rip out my firewalls anyway, because I might just go full SD-WAN.
With what do you want to do it with? Fortinet or do you want to do TPX?
So it's gonna be a Fortinet backend likely. So
Yeah.
we're using rapid scale.
Well, you know who has a lot of experience with that? Matt.
Yep.
Cool.
You're not going to be able to buy affordable or small firewalls.
Mhm.
The big powerful ones, yeah, those are around. Those are also the expensive as shit ones.
We're likely not gonna buy anything. We're likely gonna have everything backloaded into a FortiCloud backend through rapid scale.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's at least somebody else having to buy that equipment.
Yes, it's that's all of that stuff on the back end. We're not too worried about it, and also,
It's gonna be their VM appliance, right?
yeah, and also I'm not worried about money right now. I have, when it comes to how much money I have to spend for everything right now, I have a pretty much open checkbook for anything I need. I'm about to create a brand new DR site for us, and I'm pretty juiced on how much money I get to spend.
That's awesome.
Yep. I need to work on that. I have to have a plan for that by January 6th. So good stuff. But now I need to get SD-WAN situated, which I'm glad. Get rid of all these damn IPsec tunnels.
For real, man. That's what really pissed me off about Matt and that Cedars of Marin project. I'm like, why did I even build an IPsec Hope and Spoke set?
Hub and spoke.
I've been
Hub and Spoke setup.
smoke hub every day.
Yeah, because you know the guy over there, what was his name again? John Pope or something?
Mm-hmm.
He just like,
Rico.
had a TPX salesman call him and be like, "Yo, this is the better way to do this," and he just found it himself. And it's like, we should have been recommending that to him. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you, Matt? So, you know, and endless complaints about Insight. Obviously, they never end.
Rico, what are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, Fortinet's been trying to push on us. You know, hey, get your folks on the stack and use their like, I think what they call like 80 VPN or auto discover VPN tunnels.
Mm-hmm.
So, which, hey, yeah, great, but only a handful of our clients have, you know, full FortiStack and don't have a shitload of IPsec tunnels.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing a trial with everything right now. I have Cox building out everything because it's SD-WAN through Cox, which is then ran through rapid scale.
What about Lumen?
No.
You don't want to buy any dark fiber?
No. Dude, I already have a pawn setup that's getting built out into one of my buildings right now.
And that is the dankest project.
No,
I'm so
it's
excited
not.
to tell you about that.
It's not. It's too small for pawn.
It's gonna be so cool.
And
well, but what if you guys need 10 gigs someday?
dude, you can get 10 gig in freaking Cat 7, Cat 8.
Cat 6A.
Yeah, dude, you can. It's not. When it comes down to it, pawn is awesome in a big building. Like I went.
Well, and I don't know how big your building is.
It's small.
That's
It's a small. For the cost for the licensing per port is insanely expensive. Because when you do pawn, you're licensing ports, and you have to license every single port.
Yeah, because they expect you to be an ISP.
Yeah.
That's the bummer.
And then you have an S stand. It's like, oh yeah, you need to buy these S stands. Now you have to freaking, on top of the S stands, you have to freaking license those. It's like, dude, this is.
Yeah.
You just get killed. You get killed by a million cuts, dude. That's the problem with it.
I was just excited because you were doing something in my realm, and you know, I didn't really think about whether it applied or not.
No, so don't get me wrong. I did a full thing on it, like, and I actually ended up talking to one of them. I don't even know how I got in contact with this guy. Did I send you that information about the San Diego?
Sent me a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Public library.
Yeah, so the public library. I ended up talking to a guy who is like, he was like the CEO of, basically like, setting up fiber standards in America, and he was like the head of the company that was dealing with that. And he wrote this big old long article about the San Diego library on some website, and it was this huge
Yeah, that's all
thing.
they sent me.
Yeah, and he was like, and I was like, dude, I want more information on this, and he sent me everything. Like, he sent me like
That's pretty
detailed land diagrams of what the San Diego Library has. I'm like, dude, this is a little security issue here. So
Yeah,
I mean,
it is a public library. Like,
yeah.
well, if you emailed us, we'd probably give you a little guidance on that shit
Yeah.
too. Like,
John, go to the stream. Nice. I think if you have like a 2 to 3 story building minimum, pond's great. You can have some really awesome, fiber splitters mixed out with S stands off that. You can get some amazing like configuration setups that way. It looks really good. It's clean. Let me know when you're on the stream. Yeah. Yep. He was underneath. He was on underneath my monitor sleeping. He just kept calling out. So now he's like, okay. Yep. Oh, now he's on his move. Oh, there he goes. I didn't do anything. Time to leave.
oh wait.
Yeah, you said I'm out here.
All right, I'm gonna straighten the wheel so he stops spinning.
He he decided it was time to leave.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was at the raceway, me and Tim were like trying to figure out what optics Patrick had bought because there were like some SFPs lying around, and I was just like, he was letting Insight tell him what to buy. I'm like,
Oh, it's over here. It's where Jason is. It's where Jason is.
okay. He was buying, add-on brand, and I'm like, dude, buy FS. It's cheaper. Like I told him to buy FS, and he just doesn't listen to me.
So
You know what it is? I think he's just afraid to go against Insight, which is whatever.
So are we supposed to get all of the things that are at these sites?
There's like 2 journals here.
No. I'm talking about, yeah, there's something we have to dig up here though.
No, I don't think there is.
There's an X on here.
Next place we gotta go is Tri-Rock Isle.
No, but there's an X on the thing. It says there's a picture with an X next to the tree.
Okay, I don't know. Is the tree here? There's like, have you tried it? I don't know.
I haven't. I think it's over here on this other side. I'm gonna check right now.
Near a skewered figurehead.
Yep, it's right here next to me.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I mean, I'm next to the skewered
I
figurehead.
got the next journal.
You got it?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Oh, did you guys hear about what Livermore did?
More energy.
More energy.
Yep, lots of energy.
Positive fusion reaction.
Insane, dude.
But
Yeah, it's insane.
I don't know what those guys are smoking out there, but they are making some serious headway. I mean, they're beating the Chinese.
Yeah. Well,
Because, like, I remember, like, 3 months after they originally just got a reaction, like, last year, the Chinese were like, ooh, we got a reaction, too.
yeah, I think that's kind of what's called though.
You think it might be a little bit of just
Bullshit.
a
Bullshittery.
little bit of bullshit. Maybe, yeah. I mean, we've been working on this
Where's
for
it at?
decades. It's kind of hard to imagine that they'd catch up that fast.
Where's the? There it is.
By where my body was.
Duke's secret journal. All right, so yeah,
It was funny.
so like,
I think the next one is on Tri-Rock Isle. Like it says, the journal says something about on the way to Kraken's Fall. But I think it's talking about like at a different island.
It's yeah. It's just the fact that it has this X on this makes me
Are you talking about lesson 2?
no page 11.
Lesson 3.
Page 11. Yeah, yeah. That's definitely Tri-Rock Isle.
It is okay. So which island is this that we're on?
This
Lesson
is
3.
Kraken. This is
Oh, okay. Do we need to go to those skull those?
This one was just for the journals.
Okay, so we need nothing else here,
Nothing else.
even though they have the masks everywhere.
Yeah.
Masks. Wow.
Yeah, look on page 15 and 16.
Yeah, 15, 16. That's Krakens.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Hang on a second. What's this say? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. This is actually lesson 3. We haven't done lesson 2 yet.
Yeah.
Do we have to do them in order?
I don't know. Just will be by 2 palm trees on the northwest beach of the island. From the Cracked Skull Schooner, where Ski Brother should walk south and dig by the first 2 palm trees you encounter.
By the Kraken skull?
From the Kraken Skull that's skewered.
Yeah, that's right over here.
Walk south until you. Let's see. Walk south and dig by the first 2 palm trees.
Okay, I mean,
Fancy little. Look at that fancy John with his sweet saber skills.
I practiced so many times.
it's this right here.
You think it's right there?
I mean, it says south, and if you're by this skewered Kraken skull, yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
there we go. Yeah, you just did it.
Cool, cool. Okay.
Yeah, you know what was funny about that? When I was talking to my uncle back during Thanksgiving, and he works for Coherent, which is the big ass laser company, and they sold him that laser.
Nice.
Livermore.
The market for lasers has probably got to be a very small market.
Yeah, it was really interesting to hear what he had to say, because I'm like, you guys must, like, he told me it's a $6 billion company because they merged with another one. He just works on international tariffs and makes sure that they're sourcing products correctly according to
Do we
like,
do we
DOE and
do we open these?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's 3 artifacts that need to get back to Madame Olivia.
Yeah.
So I'm unlocking one. Unlocking the other.
Okay.
Okay, Evil Eye, which is looks like a part of a Kraken.
And we should also have a stone.
Agent.
Tablet.
Yep, Age tablet. Yep. And then some humble gifts.
Go into the 3rd artifact now.
Cool.
So we can turn in and finish the adventure once we have this 3rd artifact, but then the other 4 journals are up north on Marauders. And,
Let's just knock them out, man.
yeah.
But yeah, it was interesting talking to him because basically he's like, yeah, we sell lasers to the national labs, the DoD, and then we also sell the lasers that companies like Lumen use for the undersea cables. You know, those little repeaters that are like built into the cable.
Yeah.
So it's pretty interesting talking to him. I'm like, how did I not know this was like your career for my entire life? But you know, he just deals in tariffs and economic sanction stuff. So it's like, I guess he never felt like it was that interesting.
I mean, trying to talk like work stuff around not work people can be very, very boring.
That is true, yeah.
Like, so what do you do? Computer stuff. I don't really what kind. Project management.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's hard to explain what I do all day.
Yeah. That's why,
Yell at people for talking to ISPs wrong.
dude. Daniela like always like it's like I don't know how to explain when people ask how I work. You know what you do. I was like, yeah, it's kind of tough. You can't really explain that.
I'm on desk this week because I'm getting my primary shift out of the way so I can disappear during the holidays.
Yeah,
Go into a little cubby hole and be sad.
Snow. Don't be sad.
I'm just kidding. I'll. You know what? You guys made me feel a lot better tonight, so I
Awesome.
appreciate that a lot.
Yeah. Now what you can do is you can get yourself some apple cider. Just Put that in a saucepan, heat it up, and it will be delicious. Fuck it, you don't even have to do the saucepan. You can throw it, throw it in a microwavable mug. Have yourself some hot apple cider.
Yeah, exactly. But but yeah. So I'm doing my primary this week, and the funniest thing was today there was I get a call at 4:30 in the morning because I'm also on call this week because I wanted to get my on call out of the way as well. And they're like, "Oh, NNSA Las Vegas is down." I'm like, "Ah, yes, Area 51. Okay." And I'm coming, Matt. Maybe I'm not because that guy's not dying.
Yeah. Oh well, don't worry about it.
Okay.
I got it.
And Lumen proceeds to give us the weirdest updates for the entire day. So, obviously, NNSA / Area 51 Group Lake is in Nevada. Now, the little I know about the fiber path is that it goes up from Las Vegas, and it follows 395, and then there's another redundant path that goes out towards Salt Lake City. These guys were in Modesto. And they're sending me pictures all day of this fucked up splice. One of those little vacuum sealed cylinders that they put fiber splices inside to keep them safe. I guess all that rain we had over the weekend fucked this one up really bad.
There's no journals here, right?
No journals. Just
Cool.
get the chest and we go.
And yeah, so I don't know what the fuck I was reading all day. I can't figure out. I still don't know if it was a mistake on Lumen's part or if it's legitimately like part of some greater fiber mesh that serves Groom Lake.
We got some dice.
Or it was some clever misdirection. Who knows?
Question for you, John.
Yeah.
In your nonsense dealings with AT&T, have you ever heard of an area referred to as a red zone?
It depends what they're talking about. I haven't heard red zone used, but I've heard of like no go and like we're not allowed there.
So we had an issue where there's a plant out in Lithia Springs, think west of Atlanta, middle of nowhere type deal, where all good industrial facilities are located. And the issue was that their fiber uplink was basically flapping. Sometimes it go down, stay down. Sometimes it come up, and go back and forth.
Yeah.
We even bought like fancy. We thought it was the media converter. We thought it was the SFPs in the media converter.
Wait, AT&T was using one of those SFP media converters?
Mm-hmm.
I saw that used one time. It was at Paul Hansen. I couldn't believe it. I was like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?"
Yeah, and it was bad because it comes into one type. It gets converted twice on the way to the firewall, but basically what it turned out to be is that there was a fiber cut in the area, and AT&T basically said, "Oh yeah, we just it's a red zone out there, so sorry," and no explanation about what the hell that might actually be.
That inaccessible private property, maybe? Or fiber that they don't own?
That's what I was thinking. Fiber that they don't own.
Yeah. Maybe that's
They just
their
sublease
weird
over?
term.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, I mean, it's rare for AT&T to sublease, but
There's a lot of nothing out there, so I can see them not wanting to make the expenditure.
yeah, it could be dark fiber from Lumen. I mean, did they say they were gonna fix it?
I will follow up. It wasn't my problem nor my project, so this is me being nosy.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, it could have been a couple things. I mean, I could send you the Lumen map for Atlanta if you want, see if it matches up.
Yeah, sure.
Curiosity, may as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's super fun. And then you can use Infopedia to see the Zayo map, and I think there's one other provider on that map, but it's mostly Zayo.
So where are we going now?
A Marauder's Arch for journals.
Gotcha.
Cool. Yeah, that is fascinating though. We've been pretty solid on Atlanta lately, except for freaking Jefferson Lab needs. My coworker Indira is trying to get them a 100 gig through Segra. If you've heard of them.
Not at all. But 100
They're
gigs,
like-
that's a pretty fat pipe. That's like Zeo circuit size.
Yeah, because usually we use our Lumen dark fiber to deliver 100 gig, but Jefferson Labs is in like a really weird spot. I don't know exactly. I think they're in Georgia, right?
Jefferson Labs.
It's like a very old DOE site. Let me see. Jefferson Lab. They are in DOE site. Oh no, they're in Virginia. My bad.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff does run, you know, up that just outside the Appalachian corridor.
Yeah, they're in Newport News, but we hit them with a 10 gig from Atlanta and a 10 gig from DC, and they saturate them like every week because they don't have a collider anymore, so they're doing like supercomputer projects with the other DOE labs, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, I mean, data analysis. I don't know what those files are, but those got to be huge.
It's wild. I can't even wrap my head around it. All I know is that for the DOE like non-classified supercomputer at Lawrence Berkeley, they have those big Fortinets for IPsec, so people can access the supercomputers, which is pretty. That kind of blew my mind that they were using Fortinets.
Timey timeshare.
Yeah.
I had a vendor come in yesterday because we're getting ready to roll out Tap and Go for our
Tap and go.
basically just making it so our providers can bring their badge in, tap a badge to a computer and log in and lock a computer without having to actually.
Call that tap in, tap out.
Yeah,
Here.
yeah, same thing.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
So we're looking at getting that implemented, and the developer is from Palo Alto, and they're like they have a pretty solid back end. It's decent, but there's definitely parts in it that are not quite developed yet. So we're like talking to them, like, yeah, we need this, and they're like, oh yeah, we'll get back to you. Like, yeah. First off, you're talking about $30,000 just for you to start working on this, and then you haven't completely developed this this software that you're trying to sell to us. I'm not really sure about this. But it worked well, actually, to be honest. All the stuff for the card readers worked really well. But
What are they using? Like the smart cards?
Yeah.
Like we used to have on HPs?
yeah. Yeah, it's the same badges we use to access our buildings. So the fact that we were able to use that, then strip away the actual coding so that we get our actual proper badge numbers, it works right. So that was one of the hard parts, is trying to figure that part out. Which parts of the code to strip away and to translate to hex that was kind of a pain in the ass. We got it.
Yeah,
So
it sounds like it.
it's not too bad once you figure that out. It was fine.
Yeah.
And thank God that we actually been implementing the one part is that they're looking at Azure AD attributes for user profiles, but they never thought about using the extended attribute profiles, which most people don't use those. So the additional extensions in there, you can add whatever you want, right? So thing is that we've used those for years for our Workday implementations, but that's where our badge IDs go also. And so we've been putting badge IDs into AD for forever. So we're kind of already preset for it. The only problem is they don't have the back end to read those additional properties, which is something they need to figure out, because it's there in Azure AD. They just don't, like, if they wanted to look at city, I could put the badge ID in the city line and they're like, oh yeah, it finds it right away, but the additional properties they're not looking at. So that's something the developers are going to figure out, because that's, pretty typical. If you want to query a additional attribute, it's a pretty normal query. What are we doing here?
Looking for this journal. It
Got it.
One. Who's fucking shooting?
It's some cannon over on the beach. I'm gonna be on the ship in a sec.
Did you get the journal?
Not yet.
Yeah, it's over here by me, dude.
Okay, I'll be right there. I'm just gonna drop off this fruitcake, make sure they didn't hit us.
I'm right behind you, Colin.
Yeah, they did not hit us. Yeah, I've been fucking
Got 'em.
around with, have you guys heard of the free chat server Matrix?
Mm-mm.
It's pretty cool. I've been trying to integrate it with my current LDAP setup.
Here's the second journal.
Nice.
But yeah,
Why
I need
is
to
it?
create a more
What?
Go for it.
Why is there this bloom here? Like this blue light. Do you see that, Colin?
So that you can find the journal, probably.
Really? It's not. It's like.
Like,
Like having
literally,
the
when I-
rare
when I-
pictures too.
When I look at the pictures on the guide, that's what they look like for all of the journals.
Really?
It's blue. I didn't even notice it was actually in game until you pointed it out. But yeah, I can see. It's like, I think it's because they were like, some people were probably like, "Hey guys, it's fucking impossible to find the journals without a guide."
Gotcha. Yeah, I just noticed and I was like,
Something to go on.
I thought I was tripping balls over here.
You got it, John. You got both of them.
I got the one that down on the beach, and I just got that one.
Cool, cool. You should be. Everybody should be at 6 of 8, I think.
Okay,
Let's find out.
I was not paying attention.
I'm at
early
6
on.
of 8. Yeah.
6 of 8.
Adventures.
Shit, where's the... There it is.
Oh, there's a chest here. Yoink.
Oh, I'm at 5 of 8. But
Oh.
that's
No.
probably- I probably wasn't paying attention early on. So I
It's alright.
apologize.
I mean,
Don't gotta apologize to us.
I know.
Apologize to yourself.
Yeah. If I may diatribe here for a moment, that person was interesting, Jason. They lived over in your neck of the woods.
Antioch, Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah?
587K for a flipped house. It's pretty good. Two stories, 4-bed, 2.5 bath.
Hmm.
She put a swim spot in the backyard. Sauna inside her house.
Okay. Well, whereabouts, do you know?
Vala Vista.
Vala Vista.
It was, I swear it was the same exit, and I might have been tripping, but I thought for sure it was the same exit I took to get to where your dad lives. But I could be wrong.
In Pittsburgh?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense, right?
No, it doesn't. That's Antioch.
There was a speedy. Yeah, that's what I thought. There was a speedy lube. It was up near like the top of the hill almost, like you're going out of town back toward Concord.
Oh, okay. I know where this is at. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Vala Vista. That
Or-
over off of Vala Vista is right next to Thermometer Hill.
That's what that hill is. 'Cause
yeah.
I was like, man, that's a big hill over there.
Yeah, Thermometer Hill is the notorious hill in Pittsburgh that all the kids go down on their bikes and die.
Oh, Jesus.
They get because it's like
called Thermometer Hill for murderous reasons.
no, it's because it looks like a thermometer. Like if you look at it from a distance, it's just straight up and then it has like a little bulb at the top because it has like a cul-de-sac at the very top of it. But it's super vertical. Like you go, it's tiring as shit walking up that hill.
I mean, the backyard was really steep.
Yeah.
And they were telling me they landscaped it themselves, and I'm like,
Yeah.
shit. Like,
Yeah, I used to live right down the street from there, like my old house when I grew up in.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and Daniela's mom and brother lived across the street there, like where the apartment complex is right across the street.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I know exactly where you're at.
Yeah, no, it was pretty quiet.
Okay.
I mean, a couple of kids with fucking Civics with stupid mufflers.
That sounds like Pittsburgh.
But yeah, otherwise it's pretty chill.
Yeah. Was the person from Pittsburgh?
No, they're from Yorba Linda.
Oh, okay, I'd say.
Ooh, man.
Lived in San Leandro,
Okay.
Idaho.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
12 years experience as a
Wha-
nurse, and then entered compliance for nursing.
What godforsaken reason did they decide to go move to Pittsburgh?
Flipped a
Yep.
house.
It wasn't Yorba Linda.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I only
exactly.
stared
I
at
mean,
Joshua Tree so many times.
Well, when they told me they were from Yorba Linda, I was like, yeah, I mean, anywhere seems cool compared to Yorba Linda.
But it's
We're gonna
Pittsburgh.
thread these.
I don't know. Coming from a person who spent the majority of their life in Pittsburgh, that's not any place I would be like, yeah, there's place worse than this.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to live there either. I mean, we got Thai food on Saturday, and it was actually pretty good, but,
Cool.
but overall, it was like, I don't know. It's Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's fucking Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
It's like down the street from my best friend's house.
that's funny.
Crazy thing is though, so here's something interesting. So my best friend, so I told him a couple weeks ago about, the pregnancy. He didn't tell me, but his wife is currently pregnant,
Oh shit.
and his child is due 2 weeks before my kid.
Oh, nice.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's so funny.
So very, very right, super close.
Yeah.
All right, I'm right behind you, man.
And then did I tell you guys that one of the women from the raceway who works ticketing had a baby? She moved to Newport Beach, and she had it in the exact same hospital that I was born in.
Oh wow,
Whoa.
cool, man.
I was like, Sarah, this is too much of a trip. Like, how did this happen?
Cool, man.
I mean, my guess is there's only so many hospitals. in that area.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's Orange County. There's a lot of hospitals, but yeah, I mean, if you live in Newport or Huntington, like, you're going to Pogue Hospital.
Yeah, we're trying to decide which hospital we want to use here.
Right on. Yeah, I don't really know San Diego very well.
Oh.
Thankfully, none of my dad's guys ever had a serious injury.
Oh, I see the blue hue. It's right here.
All right, I'm coming.
It's got to be around here somewhere.
At it.
Yeah, I see it. But yeah, San Diego has two of the best hospitals in the country for maternity. Like literally ranked 1 and 3 in the entire country. So not too worried about that.
The other one is back over near that tallest watchtower.
Tallest watchtower. Oh god,
That's
almost
where I
fell.
was. Yeah, you can almost see it from here. It's around that rock rise.
All right, I'm coming to you guys first.
The tallest? I don't buy the tallest one.
Yeah. You went wrong direction.
Oh, the one. Okay, I see. I see the blue hue.
Towards the top, you should see it now.
I see the blue hue now. Now I know what I'm looking for.
Yeah, that helps a lot.
There's a bunch of bunch of boners.
After I get this one, I gotta go pee.
I'm waiting up here.
Where is it at over here, though?
Oh no, I just got that one, Colin.
Oh, you got it.
11-3.
Okay, cool.
Is it on a tree?
Right here.
There it is. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That should be all of them. So John should be 7 of 8.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, 7 of 8.
Yep, I'm done.
I would have missed one of the ones that you had when I just got on, or
The
unless you
first
got it
two.
before I got.
No,
on.
we got them all when you were here. It was on one of those first 2 islands, either Crooked Masts
Oh, yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
I wasn't
or
paying attention.
Marauder's Arch. No,
Nah.
that's, I mean, if you want, you can start up and just go check those journals out yourself. It's not that.
That's alright.
Sounds like I do not give a shit about a little compass.
Yeah.
I'm here to spend time with you guys.
He's like, I'm
Right.
here to wreck skulls and days.
Alright. One sec, restroom time and stuff.
Now we're
Alright.
going way back south.
Way
I'm
back
gonna get a
south.
key. I'll be right back.
Way back south. Down home.
turn around completely? Should I harpoon us this way?
Not that way, not that way, not that way, not that way.
Other way. Other harpoon. This way.
Yes. That's good, that's good.
Into the wind.
Of course.
Well, tonight has been an enlightening night.
Drama. These are the days of our lives.
I'm telling
There's a
you.
Reaper down around somewhere. Not too far from where we're going.
Boy,
He is closer to where we are going than we are. I'll put
yeah, but by the time we get down there, he's gonna be whatever.
He's also moving the same direction we are, so you know. But I don't care that much. We just got 3 things to turn out.
Yep. I'm not worried about him.
No flag for him. He's down southeast, coming out of Devil's Roar, I think.
Fucking Pittsburgh.
Fucking Pittsburgh.
I might go get a package. I know it's gonna take a minute.
Yeah.
Knock that out. Yeah.
This is the time to get your fishing or laying in bed achievements.
So what's a lane in bed achievement?
I don't know. Just you lay in bed for 5 or 10 minutes at a time.
Does it actually do that?
Accommodation. Yeah, yeah. Same for sitting.
Okay. Then I will sleep in bed for a bit. Oh, it goes black screen. That's not good. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm snoring too. That's terrible.
All right, I'm back.
Back. Is everybody alive?
I'm alive. For now.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Like Peter Frampton.
Yep. But yeah, in summation, really interesting person, very high libido, and smokes a lot of weed.
I mean, on the surface, not red flags, but
Maybe more than Colin. I don't know. I couldn't tell.
whoa now.
She said it was just because it was the winter. She was like, I smoke more in the winter. But oh, and anti-vaccine, but
Ooh.
gave me
There's
an
the red flag.
Yeah, that tripped me up. I was like, I feel like this isn't gonna last long. Like I tried to talk myself into it, but
Hope you're not a sapiosexual.
yeah, said
I
said
mean,
something about
you aren't. You know, but
oh no,
she's
yeah,
not
yeah,
smart.
yeah. Said something about
In
biohacking.
healthcare. In healthcare.
I know. Why is it always the nurses, dude?
Dude, well, because man, there's a lot of respect and love I have for nurses, but there's also a level on which nurses are fucking fascist cops.
Yeah. Like I was honestly kind of relieved when she messaged me today and was like, "Yeah, you just don't seem like you're in a place where this is gonna work."
Yeah, yeah. I was,
And
yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not."
I'd be like, and the place I'm never gonna be in.
Yeah, I mean, and also a nurse who rides motorcycles. That one tripped me up too.
Oh.
'Cause
I'm
my
getting a mental image now.
yeah, because my neighbor who's a nurse always refers to them as donor cycles.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, it's just all there were a lot of red flags that I just really wanted to ignore and couldn't
Well,
ignore.
it sounds like you made the most. It sounds like you made the most. It sounds like there was no fumble, but it sounds like no fumble happened.
Oh yeah, no, it was a blast. It was a fun weekend. This is the weirdest. I've never done anything like that in my life. It's very weird. But doesn't mean I'm not sad.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Yeah, your feelings can still exist, dude.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I've been talking about myself a lot. What have you guys been up to?
ah,
I was in
Here,
I was in
hearing a lot about
Youngstown
John,
last week.
Jason. You were in Youngstown, Ohio.
Yeah,
What was that like?
flat.
That's where the legendary Ohio State coach Jim Tressel was sent to rot.
Well, good thing I wasn't listening to the news. I was
No,
working in a hotel.
he was working at he was the coach at Youngstown State for a while after Ohio State kicked him out.
But it wasn't the worst. So
Yeah, I've never been to Ohio.
it's
round
a
on
make
both
your own
ends,
fun place.
I in the middle.
I have no plans to go either, but I don't know. Ohio's a funny place. I don't know. They have an interesting sense of worth. At least the Ohio State football fans I've interacted with on Twitter.
The way I feel
I get.
the way I feel about Ohio is Midwesterners, the other
Yeah.
rednecks.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
Oh
I mean it's
yeah, yeah.
probably not much different from the part of Indiana I drove through.
I think what was weirdest was I saw those like deer skull placards that have like the state flags behind them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they had one of those that was Ohio. I'm like, that if this were Georgia, it would probably be like the old Stars and Bars one and be hella redneck, but it's the Ohio circle flag in there, so
What
I'm
the
just
hell?
confused.
Did it say in quotation marks in a fancy script at the bottom, round on both ends and high in the middle?
God, no, it should have though.
I just like to think that that's the official state motto. In my head, it is.
Yeah, Ohio.
God, I wish I'd known that so I could have used that in the small talk with the users.
That's pretty great.
No, everybody would have hated you, man. It would have been like going to the Bay and saying San Fran all over the place, or Frisco. It would have been like going to the Bay and saying Frisco.
Not even the Bay. But no, we did a bunch of migrations for this highway supply company.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, they make barrels, bollards, barriers, and FEMA trailers.
And FEMA trailers.
Or at the very least, they sell them. But yeah, when COVID hit, they kicked everybody remote, and and they sold the buildings that these two teams were in, so they're just kind of free floating in the Chicago area.
Interesting.
Yeah, they're all pretty
Hey,
cool. They ate at a
can we
place
just
called El
change?
Jefe.
Shit.
Yeah. It kind of semi reminded me. You know what I've really been enjoying is working with our new guys.
Yeah.
We hired 2 new guys, and I've just been kind of spending a lot of afternoons training them, and they're both real interesting. But yeah, I don't know why I thought of Ohio with that. I guess the one guy, Jeremy, seems like he's from Ohio, but he's not.
Yeah, like the airport really tried to sell me on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and that is really just not very interesting.
You know what? Well, you know what? The Hall of Fame reminds me. You know what's sad about Mike Leach dying today was he's 0.6.
Skelligal to the left.
Ooh, let me look. That's pretty far out. He's 0.6. He was 0.6% away from qualifying for the College Football Hall of Fame in win
Yeah.
ratio.
Oh, he was still working.
Yeah, he was only 61.
Yeah, that's early to die.
Yeah, he was struggling with pneumonia, and then all of a sudden, I think it was a heart attack.
Fucking
Yeah.
respiratory shit's gonna kill us all, man.
I know. That's what you know. That there's that famous
Respiratory,
interview now. There's that famous interview now with Anthony Fauci, like 20 years ago, 25 years ago, where they were like, some well-meaning journalist was like, what are you most afraid of when it comes to diseases? And he was like, a respiratory infection that's easy to spread. And I'm like, ooh, that's ominous and dark, and exactly what happened. And it can only get worse from here.
Yeah. Yeah, masking was about 90% not.
Oh shit, Jason just idled out. Fuck.
Shit, he'd better get on this.
Yeah.
But you know, people were still like hella social distancing, so that was good.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I guess there's high case flashpoints. Like I heard New Mexico was pretty bad. Like my friend John was being pretty careful when he came here. I just want to keep talking because it makes me feel good.
Do it.
Let me think of
Bye.
something else.
Yeah. Twitter gonna start doing personalized ads.
For real, that'll be interesting. You guys hear about the FTX guy?
I heard he got
Oh, yeah.
arrested.
Arrested and maybe extradited.
Yeah, he's in a Bahama prison right now, and the CBS was having fun. They showed an interview with him where he's like, "I just really don't think I'm going to be arrested. I don't think we did anything wrong." I'm like, "Okay, Wolf of Wall Street."
All right. I'm back.
I don't believe my guy. Oh, there we go. Log back in.
I am.
You got time.
Oh, okay. There's time. Never mind. Yeah, that was funny. And you gotta love the radio silence from Elon on all that.
What did Space Karen do now?
Oh, just his silence when it comes to FTX. Like he wants to pretend like he was never a pusher of that garbage.
No.
Like of any of that crypto garbage.
Yeah, no, I don't. Like that's one thing that me and my he doesn't have brain worms. He's my one coworker that's in the Chodosphere. Like he's like, this guy is just a fucking fraud. I'm like, yeah, you're right, dude. It's like he's like 2 feet away from getting the right point. So, but yeah, it's at least a productive area of discussion.
Reedy Boy is at Devil's Ridge. He may end up
Shit, I
reading
didn't
his.
see a read.
He's been hanging out.
He may end up at Ancient Isle. So,
Yeah.
we might be able to see him here.
I'm gonna grab a charger. One sec.
We might be able to see him here in a second. We're definitely within range. Yeah, he's turning around this our direction.
He's only got 3 bars though. It looks like he might be on full.
Yeah. He's turning. I think he's turning north.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely beat him to Plunder at this point. There's a storm between him and Plunder anyways.
Okay. Oh yeah, I don't see him. The storm is right where he's at.
Oh, if we want to rep something, we got some gems. But
Yeah, don't matter to me.
there's nobody here that we'd want to rep to anyway.
Yeah, I don't really feel too strongly about it.
He's heading
Yeah.
back. He's heading back east anyway. Looks like.
I've sorted the 3 crates. So the gist from these journals is that Briggsy had a second alter ego or something, maybe? Rogue?
Can't quite catch it, but
So that'll be interesting. If it is like a, a part of the skeleton curse that doesn't actually turn you into a skeleton. Briggsy found a
Oh.
way.
well, it turned Briggsy into a skeleton, and it is turning Tasha into a skeleton too. So
Yeah,
I
but
think-
the gist was that there might be a cure.
okay, cool. I wish it saved journals at a place in your adventure log you could read them.
Oh yeah.
You can always just pull up online. I don't know what this Reaper's doing. He's not heading south. And definitely we're not. He's currently southeast. So let's see. We should be able to see him at this point. Oh, he's right outside the fog field, I guess. Yeah, I can see Devil's Ridge. But he would be about east, southeast. Or near that rock on the other side of it. Whatever. He's just circling.
Oh, okay. So unlike the Tall Tales, you don't need to have the adventure active to find the books. So that'll be good. For the one that John is missing.
So who do we turn this stuff into?
Same person. Souls Lady.
Souls Lady. Plunder.
Oh man, I was muted that whole time. My bad.
Oh no.
I was gonna tell you, Urban did me a solid. He's been playing on the Sunnyvale servers again, and so I asked him to screenshot me their pricing,
Hmm.
and he just sent me like 9 videos of all their fucking trader pricing. So it's
Nice.
super helpful.
Sounds to me like you're getting pretty close there, buddy.
I know. It's really just pricing now. That's all it is. Once I get the pricing, I'm just gonna put it up publicly, and whoever wants to play can play.
Man. Told you when we play, I'm just gonna be voice changed. You're not gonna know who I am.
I know you're gonna change your name. You're gonna be like, the Devil Cat in English. or
Yeah. The
something.
angel,
Like, oh god, who's that guy?
the angel dog.
Yeah, the angel dog.
Who
Change
is?
your name to All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Yeah, yeah. Who could this be? All right, so we're bringing. You got the one with all the stuff in it, Matt.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Reapy Boy is literally floating out in space, circling, doing donuts.
All right.
They're living their best life.
Fighting.
He's probably rowing over here to try some shit or something.
I mean, I don't think he saw us, so he's living his best
Do I not
life.
need to- I don't need to grab anything.
No, just doing this turn in
No,
first.
Okay. Yeah, let me just make sure the ship doesn't scrape.
Was that 3, Matt?
Yep.
Or... Oh, there we go. Okay.
Oh, I kept meaning.
You need to come over here, John.
Yeah, you want me to come over? All right. I kept meaning to ask Colin that that Instagram story you posted of the dam. Where was
Mhm.
that?
Snoqualmie Falls.
Is that like just outside Seattle?
Yeah, it's like 30 minutes, 30, 40 minutes. Yeah.
All right.
It's really great.
Complete it now.
There's lots of
Nice.
kids, but,
Yeah, go for it.
It is hard to say if all you have brought me will prove
yeah, what I
sufficient.
posted was like
What
outside
you
our
are
hotel room
about
was
to
actually like the
witness
pool at the
is
top of
by
the
no
falls,
Nice.
and then like
means an
just to
exact
the right was actually
However,
the,
the book's pages harbor no more
spiller.
secrets,
Goes down like
so I
fucking
believe it is
500
time
feet.
to begin.
Like
Oh, that's
gigantic.
awesome.
Here, let me post the pictures if you don't know what Snoqualmie Falls, because it's like
Yeah.
an actual epic waterfall.
Was that
What skull is
the
that?
birthday trip for
That's
Nora?
Briggsy's skull.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cool.
The mask is broken.
The ritual is complete, but it will take time for order to emerge from the chaos of recollection. For now, we have done all that we can, and I am truly grateful for your aid.
That makes 2 of us. Maybe
Man,
I
how-
won't end up a bag of bones after all. But what am I supposed to do now?
You have the hardest task of all, Tasha. You must be patient, and trust that Briggsy will be kind to you one last time.
I'll rest for a while, then head back to my tavern. Maybe mopping up spilled grog will keep my mind off things.
For Tasha's sake, I would request that you speak to no one of what you witnessed here. Once Briggsy's memories are revealed, for good or ill, I shall call upon you again.
Man, how many times have we fucked with Briggsy's skull at this point?
I think just like there's once for the tall tale. Like you spend like 3 of the tall tales going after Briggsy or something like that.
Yeah,
Just
that's,
the
I
first
kind of
3.
remember.
Yeah, I get Briggsy and the Trap Maker conflated.
Oh yeah. I remember Briggsy for the dialogue though.
Yeah. Alright, let's get over to the, let's turn this bullshit in.
Yeah.
Alright.
Mementos. You got the compass.
I'm gonna fill this fruit crate just for kicks.
Going
Ricky,
to
Mr. Boy.
going to Sovereign.
Might as well.
Of course, now the ship is stuck.
Oh yeah, it's shallow over there. I saw a funny one today on Twitter though. Somebody posted a picture of an ASA, a Sophos, Barracuda, Fortinet, Palo Alto checkpoint, and they were like, "All right, which one do you think is the best?" And surprisingly, there was about 70% good, good, valuable takes, and only like 30% idiots who didn't know what they were talking about. It's actually an interesting thread.
We're gonna raise it back style.
Drop the anchor.
Be dropped. Hello.
Damn it.
I think that is it for me for now.
Okay.
Yeah, after this turn in.
Yep. Same. I'm done.
Sounds good. Overwatch time. Hopefully I won't get stomped.
Who are you maining lately, John?
For damage, I've been doing a lot of Torbjorn.
Interesting.
For healing, I'm still a Moira main. But I've been dabbling in Baptiste. I like him a lot.
Batiste Day.
It's a shotgun guy, right?
He's got a triple burst, like kind of assault rifle thing.
Yeah, the great thing about him is you can, when you play Q as any role, and you inevitably get stuck as support, you can play as him.
Yeah, exactly.
Just same for Moira.
Yeah. I'd like to think I'm pretty damn good at Moira at this point. Like,
Yeah.
I can, if I'm really on my ball, I can drop a 10k damage.
Nice.
He's very playable.
Yeah.
This wizard was always fun when I played her.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's try shit in.
On this most recent season, they brought back a couple of maps like Blizzard World, and there's another one I can't remember the name of.
There's a new one, right? How's that new tank?
I don't know. I got spanked by him yesterday.
I'm gonna fill your boat up with the leftover stuff we have here.
Oh, just to see if it see if it keeps all the setting.
It should.
Yeah.
I think it should.
Yeah, it saves your stuff now.
Yeah. Take everything out of my pocket. As people have figured out how to play him, Remetra, it's I've started to encounter like more and more challenging people.
Yeah. That's what it sounded like. I was reading about it. It sounded like a lot of people didn't really know how to play him yet.
Yeah. At first
I didn't even know there was a new tank.
I don't like the form shifting characters too much. I like Diva, but she doesn't make it.
Yeah. Well, Remetra's not really form shifting. They just have
This is an ultimate.
they have a lot of lockout abilities where you like lay down something in an area and then it just fucks everybody up in that area. And we noticed like on Eichenwald, we're getting fucked up at the end because the Remetra ult, or I think it's the Remetra ult, was like blocking out the entire cap area for the payload.
Alright guys, I'm out. Have a good one.
All right.
Later.
See you, Jason.
Alright.
See you later.
See you, Colin.
Word.
See you, Matt.
Alright, peace out.
All right.
Alright guys, thanks for coming and hanging out. Anyone who's still left on the stream, DJ, thanks again. Everyone else, have a good night. See you guys either tomorrow